Hi, it's Stu back again, and we are going to be continuing on with our City Skylines Let's Play series. Where we left off last time, we just unlocked the first population milestone and placed a few of the new buildings we've done from that, which, just to a quick recap, was the trash we placed down over here on our industrials area, and what else did we put in? Yes, we put in the clinic just down here, and also we'd started off the education of our citizens and dropped in an elementary school for them to attend. And things were looking pretty decent. In today's episode we're going to be expanding the city out, gunning for some of those new population milestones, unlocking some more buildings to put down, and yeah, just generally growing as much as possible. So I think the best thing to do is just to crack straight on with that. Looking down at my demand meters, I can see we have some residential creeping up, a little bit of industrial, and a slither of commercial to start thinking about. So yeah, let's go on from there. Right, so I'm going to, having a little look around, I'm going to extend this side of the residential section down, I think. So let's get some roads out. We'll just stick with the straight tool for now. Let's push down towards the waterfront there. Don't want to go too close to the water pipes there, because we were discussing previously there's a pollution cost. We don't want the residents living too close to that unless they get sick. Right, so let's do this. Oh, now can I get a nice little staggered set of... Oh yeah, this is going to be nice. Right, so let's keep this up. Let's push this one down as well. Brilliant, so we can move some people in down there. I'm also going to put some little connecting roads in, just to give people choices and ways to get about the city. Always helps with traffic flow. What do you think of that? Yeah, I like that. Right, let's pop in some zoning for them. Can we just fill this out? Fill. Oh, there's a rock there I want to get rid of. Let's do that. Bam. Lovely, so they can start coming in there, and let's speed up the simulation to help them along a little bit. Oh, and I need to make sure these guys have been watered as well. So let's extend our pipe network to cover all these lovely new zones we put down. Just to about there. How does that look? All got a little area with no coverage, so let's just pop a little pipe in there to sort those guys out. Lovely. Right, so that should get those guys moving along. Let's see how they go. And what else do we need to do? A little bit of industrial. I'll come back to that in a moment. It's nothing too bad. Superb. Right, okay. A little assessment time. Ray, we are going for the next milestone, so let's have a check-in on that. Not through that menu, we're not. Let's go through this one. Okay, the next milestone, Worthy Village, is at a population of 900. So we're pretty close to that one. And when we hit this, we're going to unlock a new area. We'll unlock some districts, second loan policies, and our emergency services, so fire and police. Very important buildings there. Obviously, you don't want anybody to be crimed or burnt to death, I guess. We want to stop that where possible. Lovely. Well, let's oh yeah, we're going to hit that very, very soon, so we'll just let these guys fill in and then we can discuss those as soon as we get the opportunity. Money's looking okay for now. With each milestone you hit, you do get a cash injection to sort of help you place down some of the new buildings, and there's always the loans if you run into trouble there. So yeah, let's talk a little bit about planning here. We are going to unlock a new tile soon, which you can purchase from the map. That can be done through the areas tab up here, and you can expand out in any direction here. You get a series of 25 tiles on the console, but you are only allowed to ever select 9 maximum. That's the most you can get, so there's a certain strategic element to getting through that. But we'll talk about that when we get there, which is actually going to be very, very soon. I should expect to see that pop. 896. Come on, guys. The last couple of you move in, and we can go on from there. Hooray! There we go. So we just unlocked everything I've been speaking about. Unique buildings as well. We'll talk about that separately. Actually, there's a a whole bunch of interesting things going on with those. We'll get some new specialisations for the industry area, and a few, these are DLC specific, the self-sufficient and organic and local produce that came with the green cities and are very beautiful, so I'm probably going to go straight ahead and plop some of those in when we get the chance. So actually, yeah, let's crack on now. So I'm going to pause that just whilst we make a few strategic decisions for the city. Now let's have a think. Let's go into the areas again so we can get more of an overview. I want to build down towards this coastline over here. I think that'd be quite nice. You can get some good sort of shipping options, get a port in there or a harbour. So that's kind of the end goal for me. I want to kind of build down here somewhere, but whilst we're here, I think I'm going to take this tile here to the left. The reason being, I believe that, you know, we're kind of heading that way with these areas anyway, and I'd like to build up to the highways. They work as a nice sort of natural barrier for your city. If you're not intending going any further, you know, I like it to look nice. I don't want it to sort of end on a sort of straight line of masses of buildings. I kind of like to kind of feather things off towards the edges a little bit. I tend to find it looks a little bit more natural, and that always helps. So yeah, let's go ahead now and buy that tile. Yes, please. Oh, you get a little menu up on the side there, which tells you what you can expect from that area. But as I say, I've already decided that's where I want to go. Lovely. Right, so we'll just let those guys crack on, and let's continue building this out. So I'm going to continue this high street down. I love a nice long high street where possible. Let's go 5 for now, and then as a statement of intent, I like to kind of like trail some roads off from time to time, just to kind of say, hey Stu, remember you were thinking about heading down here. It comes in handy when you clearly forget what you're doing later on. Oh, what was I doing? You go, right, have a little clue, maybe we're going to build off down there somewhere. Lovely, we'll leave that there, and let's crack on, and we'll have a look at the districts as well. Actually, that's not a bad idea. Not a bad idea at all. So yeah, let's do that. Right. So I think let's go with the straight road. Oh, let's go back down to the normal size. Come out here a little bit, and then I want to kind of get off this sort of straight line grid sort of setup I've got going. So let's put some nice curves in. Always make things look nice, to my opinion. Oh, hello, easy. We'll just come straight in there. I think that looks pretty nice. What else can we do? Let's create some interesting shapes, add a bit of personality. Yeah, I like that. Maybe then come this way down here, keep on with this vibe down here maybe. Oh, will that fit 3 in perfectly? Let's have a little look. Go on. Oh yeah, nice. Right. There we go. Oh, now look, we've got a few little power issues developing over here. We'll need to rectify those. Again, like we said before, having you off towards the edge of the grid. I think we do have a little bit of leeway in our budget still for here. Yes, we dropped it down to 75 or 76 last time. I'm going to pop that straight up to 100. And just make a mental note that next time we see some power issues, we're going to need a new power plant to take care of those. Obviously the game does allow you to overclock the industry, but I tend to, you know, say if you need more than 100%, you should probably just put a new building down. You know, leave yourself some wiggle room for an emergency. Right, okay, so let's continue with these. Now, we've unlocked districts, and those are here in with your zoning. Go across the little tab here, you can paint a district in. So when you do, you come in here, you get a nice little, I said not so little, area to paint with. You can change the size of the brush, small, medium and large. I mean, that's ridiculous, so we'll just stick with medium. And we're going to paint in this new section just along here. That's absolutely terrible. Let's go up to the edge there. Lovely. We'll just plan for the future, maybe come out a little bit further. Yeah, let's do this, cover off these guys as well. Nice. Try and keep it as uniform as possible. And Applegate Hills has been created. The game will automatically name those. You can change it should you wish here by going into the Inspect District tool. Get a nice little menu. You can rename, set some local policies, and even select the building styles for the district. We'll again no doubt be touching on that soon. Look at this. We have crime. And that can only mean one thing. I have unlocked the police and the fire stations, and I have not popped any of those new buildings into our city just yet. So let's take care of that now. We do not want our poor citizens dealing with the criminal masterminds of our fledgling city. I've gone into the wrong menu there. Let's pick in our emergency services, and we will need a police department, and we can also put in a firehouse as well. So placement on these. When you put in these buildings, you can see it will paint areas off the road green. Now what that indicates is the effective range of that building, so the police here will cover well any area that's now gone green. They will still be able to get to the grey roads just opposite the edges there. It'll just take them longer to do so, so you might want to consider popping these down in several areas around the map to make sure you have the coverage, and also it makes your residents happier. They'll level up better if they're close to these kind of services. Now I'm going to pop them down. I'm actually going to go over on the other side near the industry, and the reason for that is because we've got this 2-lane road here. Because of this median in the middle of the road, if I pop the police station there, they're only going to be able to come out and turn left. They won't drive over the median, so they'll have to come all the way down here, go around the roundabout, and then come back into the city, so it's got a bit of a long journey. However, on a simple road here, they can come out and turn either way. So let's do that. We're going to put them just sort of close down to the edge here, so they can pop out and take care of anything they need to. We'll put one just there, and we'll also put the fire station next door, I think, to cover off our industrial area. The last thing you want is for your power plant to burn down and leave you with no power, you know, so let's make sure they're covered up. Lovely. Oh, we're also seeing some water problems at the end here. Does that mean we might need to raise the water budget? Let's take care of that. Again, let's pop that up to 75 just to cover off what they need. Lovely jubbly. Looking nice. Right, so that should mean that we should see some police cars coming out. Let's see if we can see any of these guys come around. There they go. They're off to fight crime. I love how they zip round, overtaking everything. Quick, to the crime! To the crime! Here they go. Where's he off to first? He's going to go down there, and you'll see they pop past. Look, now these pop-ups are going red. It means it's a real problem. Hopefully, let's have a look. Oh, the guys, there's crime. What are you doing? Oh, more than with the whole force coming out now. Plop, plop, plop. Yep, taking care of all the crime. Yes. Oh, the magnificent work of the boys in blue there. Lovely. Lovely. Superb. Thank you very much. Another valuable service the cops are taking care of for us. Now, let's get back to what we were doing. I was zoning some residential here and talking about districts. We can specialise districts now, one of the unlocks we had. For industry, we can specialise them as forest or farming. The commercial, we can either have no specialisation, which is the standard, or organic and local produce. And for residential, we have no specialisation or self-sufficient buildings. I'm going to pop straight in with some self-sufficient buildings here. This is part of the Green Cities DLC, but I do like them, so sorry they're going in. I'm also going to put the organic commercial specialisation in on this section as well, so any of the commercial zoning we put in will take on that, and we'll show you how that looks. I really like how it looks. So in fact, yeah, let's carry on with this vibe here. So I'm just going to go to the select tool, and we're going to carry on our high street down here, I think. That looks nice. I'm not sure what I'm going to do on this side. Let's just leave that on there for now. We haven't got too much in the way of demand, so that should be lovely. And then we'll pop in some nice residents here as well. Come on, guys. There we go. You can all move in. And for a little bit of variation, let's put some commercial down here as well. Lovely. Oh, take those ones out. Don't want those just yet. Lovely. And what do we need to take care of next? Industry. Let's expand this out a little bit, just a little. Let's carry on with our one-way system, I think, over here, just to expand what we have. Move some more businesses in, make some more money, generally live our best lives. There we go. And we'll put in a little connection road as well, kind of carry on this vibe. Lovely. fill those out. And let's make sure they're all watered. Actually, pause. Did I do that over there? No, I did not. Right, we'll come back for you guys. Don't worry, we're paused, so you don't have to worry for now. Let's just give you guys some more water. That should cover that off. Yep, everybody's covered there. And for our new dudes over here, let's just pop a little bit. Oh, let's just go to there. It's really hard. You can't curve pipes, which is sometimes a bit annoying, but to be fair, also completely understandable. So we'll pop those in here. Let's go down this one. So those guys will have some water, and this one as well. That should take care of all of those things. How are we looking? Yeah, looking good. So you guys can stop whinging on pause, and all their problems should now be solved. Brilliant. Right, okay, now yes, some of these buildings are starting to spawn up. Look at these self-sufficient buildings. I love how these look. It's kind of nice modern boxy residences. Nice kind of gravel paths and driveways. Yeah, a nice couple of some of the higher quality trees. Just makes the area look really, really nice. Yeah, I highly recommend the Green Cities DLC. Oh, we've hit another milestone. We are now a tiny town. 1400 population, and we have unlocked a whole bunch of stuff. We can do park areas, we can do industry areas, some landscaping, and some more policies. Oh, fantastic. And all the leisure stuff is unlocked as well. Superb. So we can start putting some actual parks, which you'll be able to see down here. Some new paths we can lay down, fences, and here we go. Yeah, the tennis courts, some parks with trees, playgrounds, plazas, all this good stuff. Right, so yeah, we can start really beautifying our city now. So let's give that a quick pause, because just want to assess where we are with this. I'm a big fan of using pathways and things like that. I like to use them to connect areas up, because every path you lay is effectively an easier way for your citizens to get around, and it will also potentially take cars off of the roads. So again, you're really managing your traffic well. What I want to do is I want to connect the industry area up to the residential via a walking path, because as I say, yeah, give our citizens another option. They don't have to get in the car to come across down the roundabout round to work, so we'll give them a nice way to walk. I think we should maybe put a little walking bridge over here. Let's see what we can do. Let's go into landscaping. We've got a whole bunch of new options here around terraforming, but we'll crack on with that later. So let's just get the standard path for now. I would like people to walk down here, I think. Now, so we can do that. We can come over the bridge by, again, pressing up to create a bridge. That looks ridiculously high for a walking path, but it's the standards. And there is a way around this, though. I say around this is one of the dynamics of the game. If you come into your snapping options, what you have is you can turn on whether or not it's picking up the guidelines, the grid, the actual road lengths or angles, but for this particularly I want to change the elevation step. It's set to a maximum level. It actually goes down to thirds, so whereas previously we would go up massively, we now can come up in smaller steps. So if we just go to, I think 3 looks pretty decent, I think. Should we go with that? Yeah, let's do that there. And we'll come across maybe from there. Create a nice little pathway, and then we can then step down and kind of follow this out. We'll come across, and that looks pretty nice. That's a nice thing for 10. And people can come in here, and we'll say, hey, there we go. It all kind of, if it's close enough to a road, it all kind of connects up for you. So there we go. People can walk along there, and let's do the same from over here as well. Let's come down 10, or use the same bit like that. There we go. And we'll also, how should I use this? Let's do that. Oh, hang on, come on, there we go. Superb. So we can now run. They can run to work if they like, but I'd recommend walking. Be on pause. Hopefully we'll see some people start using that as a preferred method for getting to work. In fact, here they come straight away. Off you go, guys. Lovely. Wandering off to work. Thank you very much indeed. Right. This is all starting to fill in quite nicely down here. We've got a few more buildings to unlock. What else did we unlock with our milestone? Obviously all the features we talked, were there any new buildings? Let's just check off down towards the bottom. We have high school and public libraries. Yes, so we need to get some more schooling in there as well. So I think we will take care of that in the next episode. We've done some police, we've done some fire, and we have expanded our city out. Got a nice little new residential area, new district with some specialisations, starting to fill up quite nicely. I like that quite a lot. Yeah. Superb. Now, so yeah, these next few are mainly going to be building episodes, I guess, more sort of expansion, getting things cracking, get the city really humming along. But we're going to take our time, you know, there's no rush here. I've got all the time in the world on lockdown for now, so we'll crack on. This has been City Skylines, I've been Stu. Thanks very much for your time. Take care of yourselves. Laters.